Hi everyone, thank you for coming and watching my little 5-page flip here. This is my tunnel that I created, and you do that by cutting through your pages so you can see how that goes through all the pages. So I'm just going to go through each page so that you can kind of look at them and see what they look like. Maybe it's a little easier to figure out what the tunneling looks like, and remember, a tunnel that goes forward must come back. So I'm going to go forward first. That means this is the first page, okay? This is the first page that has a cutout in it. This was done a long time ago with paint scraping for the background, covering up black rectangles and squares, and then outlining with a white marker. So this was very easy. It was a little time consuming, but it was very easy. The glossy shine that you see on here is the Helmer varnish, which protects all my painted edges, because if anybody knows, it does with a white pen. White pens don't really stay on there. You can even erase them after you've just written something on there, so they don't stay very well. This was the next page that I did for Deco Art. This was a liquid acrylic pour, and it was a mess. Oh my gosh, I made such a big mess. Brainstorm thought I could do an acrylic pour technique in a journal page. Thank goodness I did wrap the rest of my journal up real well, but it did make some messes, and it was just one of the pages that I just never liked, as you can tell from my journaling that I wrote here. Excuse that, but it was my personal journaling. So anyway, but it was interesting. It was fun to do, and I really like how the eye looks now with the cat body. I don't know, it really helps bring that page out, makes it, give it some interest. This page I love. Had a lot of fun with inks and drips and all that good stuff. Also playing around with my Sakura glaze pens and the stamps from Susan K. Wexler, which I love. This page did a long time ago. Y'all remember, this is an interactive flip page. So the crown itself, and you can see there's writing on the back of the crown too. So the crown itself flips out. And this was where I wanted to start, because it had these beautiful eyes that I did. Those are magazine cutouts that I did for her iris. So it really grabs, and it really is pretty. So anyway, like I said, that goes that way. Now, we have to take the flip backwards. So I hope this is going to work. I'm going to have to pull my page up like that. There we go. Okay, so this is the page that you see on my blog. This is the one that I did for the Susan K. Wexler Create to Live challenge that she has on her My Sweet Earth blog. Go visit and play around. It's a lot of fun, and you get to win some fabulous Susan K. Wexler prizes. So this is what I was doing. I adapted her stamp. This actually is the little girl stamp that you see me use a lot. I just used her face because I hate doing faces sometimes, and I just drew the fairy body onto her little face that I stamped. Also playing around with my Sakura pens. They are excellent for resist. Got a close-up picture of this, so I hope it really shows the resisting. I also used the resist technique on the door here, where I colored in all the little hearts with the Sakura. Just took my Pitt pen and went right over the glaze pen. So the glaze pen resists your inks, and it's wonderful. Watercolors so far and inks resist beautifully on this. The smile, the word smile, is also a Susan K. Wexler stamp that came from Instacute. Really love that. That's one of my favorite things. And the clouds over here are also her stamps, and along with the house. So I had a lot of fun with this challenge this time. It had to do with stitching and creativity. So this is what I ended up doing. And that flips to this page. Now, this is the page that I really was playing around with all the Sakura glaze pens and the resisting. This page is part of that mess that came from the Art Deco pour, and as you can see, it leaked all around to this page. So I left that there, and because it was a mess page, I started stamping things just to see, you know, oh, let me see what the stamp looks like. Let me stamp it on here. Oh, I got too much ink on my brush. Let me just wipe it off here. And from there came this mermaid page. Not usually my style, but I absolutely love it. It was so much fun. Like I said, did the Sakura glaze, which is all these little squiggly lines, and then just went over that with my watercolors, my Faber-Castell watercolors. They did great. And then the fish that you see are the Pitt pens. Again, all this just slides over those Sakura glaze pens. Really pops the color out. It's a lot of fun. Great technique. We'll use that again. And then this page, again, was a mess page because of the Art Deco, art journal page, pour. I had so much paint, I was just brayering the extra paint off of here. So I covered it up with stars. I was just kind of going crazy. Stars, stamping, inking, and dangling, you know, all that. Had a lot of fun playing with my Sakura Moon Glow pens, which write on dark surfaces. Now, I will say that this is ink. The black is ink. When I first wrote on them, the ink sucked up the Sakura color, so it didn't do as well. I went back, I covered my page with the Helmer Clear Coat Varnish, came back after it dried, and now the ink really pops and stands out on the page. I did some in the colors and the little Zendangles. So very bright, pretty page for being a dark page. I really like it. And then this was the start of going backwards in the tunneling. So this is the first page of the backwards tunneling. Now, I hope this makes sense to you. So let me flip real fast here. So you'd have this page. Oh, and this is the Insta-Cute stamp by Susan K. Wexler, by the way. So, oh, and you might not be able to read it, but it says, "Say cheese for me," which I like. This is all about me not being in front of the camera, but being behind the camera. So that's my own little personal journaling. So, first page goes that way. You see, you lay your page over it, lay the next page over it, and the last page over it. So you see, your tunneling goes backwards and forwards. It just gets smaller as it comes this way, whereas it gets larger going the other way. So I hope that you enjoyed my little flip. And, oops, that's going to be sideways for you now. I hope you enjoyed my little flip, and try it. It was a lot of fun. It was difficult to go through the first pages because the first ones already had things drawn on them. So find pages that either you don't like or you think that are boring. Like this one I thought was boring, so that's why I started with that one. This one I didn't like, so I didn't care if the tunnel ruined the image or ruined it. And then this one was a blank page where I got to create around the tunnel. And then this was my focal point. Okay, so you can give that a whirl. If not, you can go backwards like I did on these, because these were all blank pages that I created around the tunnel. Okay, so do it either way, but you're going to have to go forwards and you're going to have to go backwards, whatever you do. Have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun. And I keep wanting to turn my book because it's sideways for me to do this. Anyway, have fun, try it. It's a lot of fun, challenging, interesting, terrifying, kind of all those emotions. But in the end, I got a great result and I really like it. Hope you give it a try and hope you have a great week. I'll see you later. Bye.